Hi guys, it's Sam from Creative with Sam's, and I'm going to show you how I go from this to this. Very organized utensils. If you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I don't like extra work. I don't like to be rushed. I like to have things done, and that way I don't have to worry about it. My son, as I've already told you, is now packing a lunch for work. I mean, my husband always has, but my son is now packing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I can't stand rushing around in the morning. When I get up in the morning and I have to pack a lunch, I want everything easily obtainable, and I want to be able to put it together and be done. I know I could pack the lunches the night before, but some of this stuff doesn't fare well overnight. So what I like to do is get things ready, and it makes it so much easier. And the thing that drives me really crazy is I get these utensils for my son's lunch, because he has a tendency to throw the stuff away, so I'm not going to give him my good flatware. And I get these napkins from Walmart, and they are super cheap. You can see this is a 500 pack container. And these are forks and spoons. I got forks on one side, spoons on the other, so they're separated already. And what I do is I take these napkins and I make sure it's got the opened, all the corners up at one spot. And I actually learned how to do this when I worked in a restaurant when I was 16 years old. So yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But what I'll do is I'll take one fork, one spoon, and just wrap it up. And then I've already cut the sides off of one of the boxes, because I do this all the time, and I just lay it in there. And that way when I'm packing the lunch, all I do is reach in and grab. You will not believe how much time this saves, just by taking a little extra time to put these all together. And I'll sit here and do this while I'm watching TV or reading stuff on a computer, and that just fits right in the lunch. And I'll be back after I get them done. I thought I'd show you how I make the little container for it. All I did was, instead of breaking it open where the perforated area is, I just cut off one side of it, and I taped it with a little packing tape, and this came in between the forks and the spoons. I'm just putting this up against the little plastic window to give it a little more strength, and I just lay them in there, and then turn them around and do the second row, and I keep redoing this until it's filled. And if you have, it's the same thing if you have to use a knife. Put the knife in first, the fork, and then the spoon, and you just stack them on top of each other. Make sure you get them down into that corner, and roll. Okay, it's all done, and I have enough utensils for 60 plus lunches. Don't get me wrong, my son does pack his own lunch. It just is so much easier to just grab this and put it in your lunch, instead of having to put them all in there, and they stay cleaner this way. And this is also really nice to have on hand for picnic season, and that way when you set up everything buffet style for your barbecues, these are all ready to go and they stay clean. So if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, And happy creating, everyone.